Well, welcome, Coffee and Revelation. Beautiful winter's day here in Sydney. And we're going to look today at Revelation chapter 7, verses 11 to 12, which looks at heavenly worship. In fact, let's read those verses first. Revelation 7:11. All the angels were standing round the throne and round the elders and the four living creatures. They fell down on their faces before the throne and worshipped God, saying, Amen. Praise and glory and wisdom and thanks and honor and power and strength be to our God forever and ever. I've come across something here in Sydney particularly, but also in the UK, which basically doesn't like when somebody like me uses the language of worship in the sense of gathering for worship on the Lord's Day or having a call to worship. The argument is that worship isn't just what we do on Sunday, it's everything that we do, that we glorify God in everything we do. And yet I struggle with it for lots of reasons. One of it being this passage. Here are the angels in heaven worshipping God, falling on their faces before the throne. Now, what do we mean by that? Well, let me just think about it in this way. Heaven is a place filled with worship. If you've grown up with the image of heaven being a place where you sit on a cloud playing a harp, this image is actually quite depressing. The white robes, the palm branches and so on, but they are symbolic of our cleanness, forgiveness and praise. They're not a description of our heavenly clothing. Right now when I worship God, I'd like to think I worship Him with all that I do, but that's not true. And when I gather in public worship, I think when I come and sit out here and read and pray, I'm very conscious of how unworthy my worship is because of my own sin and my own distractedness and so many other things. And yet here's this heavenly worship, which is so different. I remember an old minister visiting a charismatic church near his home where the band were leading the congregation. They were singing that song, I Will Sing of Your Love Forever. And as they repeated the chorus for the umpteenth time, he leaned over and in a stage whisper said to his wife, and his stage whispers were very loud, I didn't know that we were taking this literally. The notion of heaven as an eternal church service is one that doesn't really fill us with rapture. I've even been to churches recently where the whole thing has been 45 minutes. Have you ever noticed that sometimes when we're gathered in worship, it seems to go on for an eternity? And yet at other times, when it does go on for a long time, it seems as though it is but a moment. Remember once Sinclair Ferguson beginning to preach, and an hour later, I was just, wow, I thought that was 5 minutes. Now, what's the difference between these two times of worship? The short service that seems like an eternity and the long service that seems but a moment. I think the answer is straightforward, the presence of God. There have been, and sadly they've been all too rare, moments in my own life when I've experienced and witnessed a time when you wish the service would never stop. And when the praise was so spectacular and the sense of the Lord's presence so acute. That I remember one lady going out of church one time and saying, now I'm ready to go to heaven. That's what heaven is like. Such a sense of the presence of God that joy and worship are natural and boredom and dullness are impossible. I think that's what's described here. And yes, I do think it is something we can't manufacture, but it's something we should seek for on earth. If you like, our praise on earth is the dress rehearsal for our praise in heaven. God bless you and see you again tomorrow. Bye.